Yesterday he was there, okay, and he was showing, but I think your voice is off yesterday. So let me go for KPIs. That is the meaning is key performance indicators. Okay. So key performance indicator means, let us say that performance indicators. Okay. Key performance indicator. And usually, if you want to show the data, means if your performance of so and so department is very high, if you want to show the data in a pictorial representation, okay, in a pictorial representation, then we can go for key performance indicator. Okay, so pictorial representation means we can show that if so and so state sales is high, we can show by putting a green arrow mark in upper, okay, in a green arrow mark. If the sales is very low, then we can show it in a red arrow mark with a down red arrow mark. If the sales is moderate, then you can show it in a yellow arrow mark like that. Okay, some pictorial representation. Okay. Now let us see what we can do. But this performance indicators, so we can show it in this KPIs in each and every reporting tool also. Maximum and mostly we don't design the KPIs, okay, in the SSAS level. Why? Because okay, in the reporting level, in every tool we can have the option to show the data in pictorial format. Okay, so that's why what we will do usually is we will go and use it in the in the SSRS side or in the Cognos side or any reporting. But let us say they have provided this option. Let us see how we can design it. Okay. Now we have to select this KPIs and we have, let us say that we have an icon called new KPI. Okay, let me click on this new KPI. So let us say that I want to design it. Let us say that KPI. I want to give some name. Okay, or KPI sales. KPI for sales amount. Okay, KPI for sales amount. Mm, now this is so better to design without any space. Let me go for KPI sales. You can design with the space also, but to be on the safe side, I will be designing with and providing the icon. Okay. Now associated measure group. Okay. Suppose if we have, you can see that under the measures, okay, uh, product sales table book or the table book sales is there. So what is the associated measure? For which measures, okay, for which measure group you want to design this KPI. Okay. Now you can see that we have multiple options. So product, book sales, book author and sales. Let me select the sales option. Okay. I want to create a KPI for the measure group sales. Okay, in which I have the yesterday we have designed some calculated members, but apart from that we have the sales amount and tax amount. Okay, sales amount and tax amount. What is the value expression? Okay, for which value you want to design this code? Let us say that sales amount. I want to design a KPI for the sales amount. Okay, key performance indicator for the sales amount. Okay, means if you can give some goal. Okay, let us say you can give some goal like let us say that 10,000, 1 lakh. Okay, I can give some goal value. Okay, for sales amount. So that if you are, let us say we are seeing the category wise sales. Okay, so if so and so category has reached the goal of 1 lakh sales. Okay, whether the category sales amount has reached the 1 lakh sales or not. If it is greater than 1 lakh sales or less than 1 lakh sales. Okay, so that is the goal value. I have set it for the which field sales amount. So for which field you want to set a goal, you want to set a KPI, that is for sales amount. And what is the goal value means 1 lakh. Okay, so every department or category or product, I am setting a goal of 1 lakh sales amount. Okay. Now here you can see that since the KPI is for to design or to show the data in pictorial value, now you can see we can show the status whether the sales amount is reached 1 lakh value or not. So if it is reached 1 lakh value, how you want to display? So we have different options like traffic light, road signs, okay, gauge value, okay, thermometer, cylinder, okay, faces, variants are, we have different types of options how to show the pictorial values. Now let me go for road signs. Okay, so what I have selected is road signs means when the goal reaches, okay, when the sales amount is greater than 1 lakh, show in a green arrow mark. Okay, in upper case, in the upper arrow, up arrow with green mark. Okay, or when the goal reaches less than 1 lakh value. Okay, when the sales amount is less than 1 lakh value, then it will show you the down arrow with red symbol, some other pictorial representation. So, how to specify that? Then, what you can do is you can write a case statement. Case when KPI value of KPI value this sales amount, KPI value of this sales amount, okay, is case value is greater than, okay, or equal to, greater than or equal to 80 percentage of, okay, that is say 0.8 into KPI goal. KPI goal of this sales amount, that is KPI goal is 1 lakh. Okay, KPI goal of this sales amount. So this value is greater than 80 percentage of, okay, this value. Then greater than or equal to 80% of this value. Then this is the SQL statement to then one. Okay, and when KPI goal of sales amount, KPI value of sales amount is KPI value of sales amount is greater than or equal to 60 percentage. If the sales is greater than or equal to 60 percentage or 50 percentage, then you want to give that if the KPI value is greater than 50 percentage, okay, then 0, okay, is minus 1. Okay. Okay. So, so this is what the statement I wanted. Now you can see that case when KPI value, that is this value, KPI value of, okay, KPI value is that is sales amount is greater than 80% of 1 lakh, then 1, and when KPI value, that is sales amount is greater than or equal to 50% of 1 lakh, that is 50,000, greater than 50,000, then 0, that is moderate, 1, 0 and minus 1. Okay, so we will define these uh, indicators, okay, status value in the form of 1, 0 and minus 1. Okay, and else for remaining places let me show it as minus 1. Okay, and similarly the trend also we can specify like this, trend expression also we can specify the same way. So Abhi, what you are doing here is, so I am started explaining about this key performance indicator. Okay, so in order to show the sales, okay, in a pictorial representation, whether the sales of so and so category is in a Means when it is the sales of so and so department is high or low or medium. So in order of showing the data in numbers, what you want to do is we want to show it in a pictorial representation. So for that purpose, we'll go for this KPI, that is key performance indicator, to show the sales amount in a pictorial representation. Okay. And now we have selected associated measure group. Okay, for which measure you want to design this KPI. That is, out of 4 measures, I have selected the sales, and in that sales measure, we have one measure called sales amount. Okay, in this sales fact table, we have one measure called sales amount. I want to display the data of sales amount in a pictorial representation. Then I have drag and drop this sales amount. And after that, what is the value we want to check? Means this value will be given by the customer. Okay, how much? What is the goal? Let us say that so and so customer has put some goal for each and every department or for each and every category. Okay, that goal value we can give here, and we can check whether that so and so department has reached this much sales in this month or not. Okay, so when the department, okay, when so and so department, okay, reaches 80% of the goal. Okay, KPI value, we have the value and goal. When the KPI value of sales amount, okay, greater than or equal to 80% of goal, then it is a positive. Okay, and the KPI value, that is sales amount, is greater than or equal to 50% of the goal. Okay, then it is a moderate, and less than the 50%, then it is a negative sales. Okay, they have not reached the. So similarly, how the trend indicator also you can go and specify the same. If you want to show it in a trend, you can go also show it. Now let me go for additional properties. Let us see any important properties there. Suppose if you want to display this KPI value under any folder, then you can go for display it. Let us say that KPI sales. Okay, I want to display it another KPI sales folder. Okay, I want to give some folder name KPI sales folder, and parent KPI. If any another KPI is there, if you want to set it as parent, you can go and set it as. Okay. Remaining under normal. Okay. We don't use this usually. Weight and description. If you want to give some description, you can go and do it. Okay. Now this is the main things. Now let us see. Let us save it and let me browse and let us see the status indicators. Okay, the showing the performance of the sales in a form of indicators. Let us go for it. Process it. Now you can see process is succeeded. Now let me go and reconnect. Okay. Now let me go to the browser and let me click on reconnect. Okay, now let us see, we have one KPI folder is there. Now you can see when KPI folder is there, under that KPI folder, let us see whether you was able to see this KPI sales amount. Yes, I was able to see the KPI sales amount. Now we have the value, goal, status, and trend is there. Now let me drag and drop this KPI sales amount. Okay, now you can see here, this is the KPI value and this is the goal amount. And let us say for any measure is the KPI sales value, KPI sales amount. Amount trend is showing like this. Let We go for, let's see the category wise, category name wise sales amount. Now it is showing the category wise sales, and is it greater than 1 lakh or not? That is 65,000. It is less than 1 lakh, but it is not showing any sales value and trend value. Let me see whether our syntax is correct or not for the KPIs. So it is showing the intervals. Now let me put it as status arrow. Okay. Mm, Let me do it as is the value is greater than this. Let me put it as 10 lakhs. Okay. Let me put it as 10 lakhs. Mm, Now KPI value is sales amount. Mm, I don't think we have to put it in this KPI value into KPI goal. So what is the change I have done? I have done it as 10,000. Let me analyze in the um, browser. Let us see whether you are able to get the data in the browser or not. Sorry, in the Excel file. Let me analyze this data in Excel file. When we are analyzing the data, let us see whether we have KPI goal is coming here or not. So we have the KPIs there. Okay. KPI sales amount. Let us have this. So let me go for sales. I want to display the total sales amount, and after that I want to display the category wise sales amount. Let me select this. So I have the category wise sales amount. Let me go for KPI status. So it is showing some incorrect. Okay. Goal is 1 lakh, but okay, this KPI sales and trend are showing some negative values. Let me see whether our formula is correct or not. I have told some formula. Okay, we have to put it in this single double quotes. Let me go for it. Let me see after putting this into, and let me go on browse, save it, browse it. Let me process it one more time. Process is succeeded. Let me go for browser and reconnect. So let me see. So this is your sales amount. Okay. Let me have this. the category I want to categorize sales, and let me go for KPI sales amount. Let me go for status. Yes, now it is showing. You can see 1 and -1 is coming. If it is showing the numbers here, then we are okay. We can go to this Excel, analyze the data in Excel, and you can show in Excel file. It will show the pictorial representation. Now you can see when I go for under the sales, this is the total sales. Okay, and you can go for put any dimension field, that is category by sales, and you can analyze the what is the status. Okay, you can see we have value, goal, status. You can go and click on status. Now we can see it is showing in. So whose sales amount is greater than 1 lakh, it is showing in the greater than 10 lakhs. Okay, so it is showing in the red color, means greater than 80% of 10 lakhs, greater than 80% of 10 lakh, then it is showing in the 80% of 10 lakhs, means that is if the sales is almost greater than 80% of 10 lakh, means if it is near to the 8 lakhs like that. Okay, then it is showing in a red mark. Okay, uh, green color. If the sales is less than 10 lakhs, okay, it is showing in the red color. Okay, now as you have designed like this here, we have designed like that, no, in the KPI section. So we have given some 10 lakh mark as a goal. Now let us see that if I go for, so let us see if I put category wise. Okay, let us see color wise. Now you can see if I put the color wise, now you can say that the total sales is this much. Okay, and we can see some yellow colors also. So here it is showing it as something like 6,44,000. Okay, means this is greater than 5 lakhs. Okay, it is almost greater than 50% of the sales. Then it is showing it in the form of yellow color. Okay, and whose sales is greater than 80% of 10 lakh. Okay, then it is showing it as green color. If the sales is there is no sales, then it is showing it as in red color. Okay, if sales whose sales is less than 10 lakhs, okay, then it is also showing in the form of red color. Okay, like this. And you can see whose sales is greater than 5 lakhs, then it is showing in the form of yellow. So by seeing this pictorial representation, we can easily analyze like this. Okay, understood? So this is nothing but a key performance indicator. So instead of the customers seeing the actual amount fields, they can see this KPI status. Okay. So by if they have green color, they can easily assume that okay, sales is okay for so and so product, for so and so product. So my sales is so okay. If they see in red color, they can come to know that easily they can identify whose product sales is very less. Okay. That is the use of key performance indicators. Okay, understood? Any doubts? So we have set for which value we want to analyze and what is the goal value, and we have to write a case statement. Okay, KPI value, comparing the KPI value and KPI goal. If it is greater than 8%, then make it as good sales. If it is less greater than 50%, then we make it as a medium sales. When it is less than 50%, then we are making it as very negative sales like that. This is about KPIs. Okay, and we are left with the last one, that is actions. Okay, so actions is nothing but like a drill-through reports in SSRS. Okay, we have some drill-through reports in SSRS like uh, we have let us say that we are showing the employee wise sales, how much sales an employee has done in so and so month like that. Okay, and when the customer is viewing the analyzing the data, he has identified so and so employee has done very good sales. Okay, he wants to recognize that employee, he wants to give some bonus to that employee. So but in the actual report, there is no information about employee. There is no information about employee. Okay? Means we have only employees. Okay? When the customer clicks on the employee ID, our requirement is to show the employee information in a separate window. Okay, like employee ID, his name, his phone number, his address, all those details. Okay, that we will call it as bill-through reports in the SSAS. In a similar way, if you want to apply this bill-through logic here in SSAS, we have this actions part. Okay, now let us see that. So we have an option called new action option. Is I click on it. Okay. Now we can give some name action. Now let us say that employee. We can give some action name. Let us say it is a standard action. Okay. Let me go for it as standard action. Okay, I have given some name and we can see that target action target type is uh, for which fields you want to set this action. Okay, so here fields means our intention is whenever employee means we want to create action for the employee ID, no? So we have employee ID and it says so in this requirement let us say employee ID field is the target. Okay, means at what level to whom you have to select this action part. Okay, now you can see we have different cells. Okay, so we have different options. Is there attribute members means uh, whom we will call it as attributes. The dimension table columns are called as attributes. Okay, the dimension table columns are called as attributes. Suppose we have a employee dimension or category dimension. So in a category dimension, we can see we have one category dimension. No? Under this category dimension, we have some columns. These are all called as attributes. Suppose if you want to set the action for the so category name column, you can select this. You can select the action for attribute members. If you want to set a action for the dimension columns, then we have to select this as attribute members. Okay, and we have one more called dimension members itself. Okay, so dimension members means if you want to put a action on the dimensions itself, for the entire dimension itself. Okay, now you can see the list of dimensions is there. If you want to create an action for the entire dimension, then you can go and select this. This is all the list of dimensions we have created. Suppose if I select attribute members, that you can see the plus mark also is coming here. Okay, for which attribute, let us say that for which in this dimension we have a list of attributes. Okay, for which attribute we want to set this action. Okay, if you select dimension, okay, if I select dimension members, now you can see for which dimension means this will be applied for all the attributes of the dimension. Okay, this will be applied for the all the attributes of the dimensions. Now you can see there is no plus mark. You can select what of the dimension here. Okay, like that. So if you want to set at cube level, then you can go and set for the entire cube level. Okay, current cube. If you want to set a action at cube level, you can go and set it. Yes. Suppose if you want to set a action, you can go and check the different options here. Suppose if you want to set a action on a hierarchy object, then you can go and select like this. So here in each dimension, if you have any hierarchy, it will show that. You can see, I think for here we have some hierarchy. No? Now you can see we have an hierarchy is there. So in that hierarchy, we have the calendar year, semester, quarter, and month name. If you want to set the action at hierarchy level, you can go and select this. Okay. Now you can see if I select name attribute members and if I go for order date, now you can see that hierarchy is not coming here. Okay, if I select hierarchy here, okay, then you can go and see under the order date we are displaying that we are getting that hierarchy information also. Okay, if you want to set a action at hierarchy level, then you can go and select this. Hierarchy members means in that hierarchy we have, if any members are there, we can go and select that hierarchy member also. Okay. So these are all the different options. Okay, level members, level and level members means now we can go and see level means at hierarchy level. Okay, so level means that is nothing but a hierarchy level. You can go and see only we have only top hierarchy is there and we have a plus mark, and we can see at the hierarchy we have these multiple options. Okay, at which hierarchy level we want to apply this action, all those details. You can see some difference at least. Now let me go for, similarly we have the cells, if we have all cells of the entire cube. Okay, each and every cell of them is, if you want to apply the detailed level, okay, wherever you want, you can, all cells means you can apply, it will create action at cube level, dimension attribute level, at hierarchy level, in each and every field, in each and every title, like cube, dimensions. Okay, at every cell you want to apply this action part, you can go and apply this, select this cells part. But usually we will go for attribute members, means any dimension members. Okay, any dimension fields or columns. Now let me see that I want to apply the target attribute of members, and you can see for which attribute. Let us say that we have a dim product. Let me say product name. Click on OK. So I have selected the attribute as under the dim product. I have one field called, I have one column called product name. I want to apply that. Apply action on that product name column. Okay. Now any condition is, if you want to apply this when you are showing the action, do you want to put any filter condition so that you don't want to apply that action? Means let us say if you are showing the state as or any city value as Hyderabad. Okay, apart from city value Hyderabad, you want to show this, you want to apply this action. Okay, for Hyderabad you don't want to apply the action, for remaining cities you want to apply the action. Then you can put a condition like where EMP city equal to Hyderabad. Then for those records this action won't apply. For remaining records I can apply this action like that. Okay. Now what is the action expression here? What is the action expression here? So mm, let us say that I want to open a web page. Okay, whenever I click on this product name, I want to open a web page. Okay, now here you can see the type is URL action. Now let me remove this as and show it as and do some name as URL action. You want to open the employee web page, no? So I want to specify it as URL action. I need to specify it as, let me give some meaningful name like URL action. Means whenever I click on this product name, it has to take me to the product page, product web page. Okay. Now which page you want to open? Let us say that whenever I click on this product name, I want to redirect to a web page called http okay, slash okay, www.google.com or gmail.com, whatever. Okay, let me see that I want to open this google.com. Okay, whenever I click on that icon, I want to open this google.com page. Okay. Now click on it. Now we have here also we have some additional properties like invocation means interactive. Okay, we have an interactive, okay, option is there. Means when you are calling this SSAS queue from third party tool, okay, from third party tool, let us say you are calling this SSAS from the SharePoint, okay, or from the Excel sheet, or from the Excel sheet means from the third party tool, whether I have to interact, I have to respond for that calls also or not. Yes, I want to respond for that third party tools. Whenever they are invoking this queue from the third party tools, you want to respond, yes. Then you have to make it as interactive. Okay. And you can give some application name, some description and some caption. Let me give some caption as, let us say that under the product name, no? So redirect, okay? Or you can go and specify URL action, okay? URL action or give some any caption, okay? Let me say that redirect to, okay, redirect to or open, you can use some meaningful name, open Google web page. I'm giving some open Google web page like that. Or you can go and see that caption is MDX formatted. So by caption, you are including the caption or you are specifying the caption in MDX format or not. No, this is a normal caption. Okay, then you have to make it as false. If I will show an example with Google MDX caption also. When you are writing some MDX query, then we have to select this as part as true. We have to select this part as true. Okay. Now let me go and select this as a normal caption. If it is an MDX caption, we have to make it as true and we have to put it in a double quotes. We have to use the double quotes here. Okay, like this. Okay. And we can include some MDX query. Now let me put it as normal action. Okay, false. And let me put it, remove the double quotes. Okay. Open Google web page. This is the caption I want for this product. Okay, for this attribute name. Now when I click on this attribute name, then I have to redirect to the Google page or let us say any Gmail or ICICIbank.com, okay, or any student information web page you want to redirect that URL, you can give it here. Now let me save it. Okay. Now let me process it. Now process is succeeded. Let me close it. Okay, now let me go to the browser. Okay, now let me reconnect. Okay, now let me see. Let me analyze the data in Excel file first. Okay, export in Excel. Now you can see that. Let me get the sales amount and let us go for product by sales. So we have in the dim product, we have set a action for product name. No? Let me select this product name. So this is the different list of products. And when we right click on this, now you can see when I right click on this, that caption is coming or not. Now you can see we have one option like additional actions. No action is defined. Okay, it is not able to recognize our action here. So product name, additional actions. Let me see what is the error we have done. Let me see. HTTPS. If I put only google.com, URLs that do not begin with HTTPS are considered unsafe. Okay. Now let me begin it as HTTPS, okay, / google.com. Let me see how put it as HTTPS. Let me go on. Process it now. So I have just included the instead of HTTP, I am calling it as HTTPS. Okay. Let me export it one more time. So process is succeeded. Okay. Let me go to the browser and reconnect. Okay. I have reconnected it. Now let me go for measures. Okay. Sales amount, and let us try to see here itself product name. And now let me right click. So the right click, we don't have this application option. Now let me go action option is not coming here. Let me analyze this data in a queue, the Excel file. Let me go and see whether that action is coming or not. We are including the sales amount. And we are including the, I want to include the product name. Okay. Now let me right click. So under the additional actions, so no actions are defined. So we have to get this action for product name. This is what we will do. URL action, product name, condition. I don't want to put any condition. This is the web page I want to go for, and this is the caption I have given. Open Google web page. Let me see. We can give any caption here. Open Google web page. This defines HTTPS. Google.com. Let me see. Let me put it in caps. So let us see whether that is the including double quotations. We make some change or not. Okay, how success. Oh, security successful. Let me reconnect. Let me go for sales. Let me go for product name. Let me right click. Let me analyze in Excel sheet. Product name. Let me right click. We have additional actions. Now you can see open Google web page is coming here. Okay. So we have to put it in a double quotes. Whatever the URL you are specifying here. So this should be put it under a double quotes. So https.google.com, it should be put it under the double quotes. Now you can see whatever the caption we have specified here, that is coming here. You can see under the books, if I go for it under the additional actions, it is showing the open Google web page. Now you can click on it, it will take you to the google.com page. Okay. When I click on it, it should redirect to the google.com page. Now you can see it is directly redirected to the google.com page. Okay, like this. Now you can go and see for each and every product name, you can see that caption. Now, apart from this caption name, do you want to include the product name also? When I right click on this, not only open Google web page, it should show me the this product name also, like a hydration pack. And if I go for ML root type, here it should show me original actions Google page plus it has to show me the actual product name, that is employee ID. Okay, so if you want to show that value also in the web page in the action, then that also can be done. Yes, that also can be done. You can go and see. You can go and see in the same way if you want to include the product name. Okay, if you want to include the product name, so let us go and see some one more caption. Let me give it as open. Okay, open product info. Open product info. Okay, okay, of which product? Let us say that if I want to, this is my text. What I want to do. Okay, let me put it inside the double quotes. And before that, let me put some caption in MDX as true. Now we can see open product info. And after that, what I want to do is I want to append the product name. So to this caption, I want to append the product name also. Then what you can do is you can go to the team product. Okay. Now let me reconnect. Let me go and reconnect. Now you can see we are able to open the dim product and product name. We have one product name is there. So do you want to include this product name also? Then drag and drop it here. Okay, dim product dot product name dot. Okay, current member. We have an option called current member. Okay, we want to show the each and every product name here. Now, if I select on product A, it should show me the open product page, product A name. Okay, that's why I'm putting it as current member dot name. Okay, I'm putting the value as dim product name dot current member dot name here. Okay, now I have made the caption is MDX as true and I have written some MDX file. So for this text, I'm appending some MDX value. That's it. Now let me save it. Okay, let me process it. So I've just included the product name. Okay, the inner product name dot current member dot name I have included. Let us see whether the syntax is correct or not. Now let me close this one more time. Okay, let me close this one more time. Okay, I have closed it. Let me go for processing it. Okay, now process is succeed. Let me go for browser and reconnect. Let me analyze the data in Excel sheet. Okay, now you can see that whether that when you are right click on the product name, let us see whether the product name is coming along with the caption or not. Now let me go for product name, include the product name here. When I right click, I'm right clicking on classic West L. So this name should include in the caption also. Now you can see. So no additional actions. My action is not coming here. Let us see some issue. So the product dot we are including this plus mark open product info. That is okay. Now we have to go for dim product name dot. Let me specify the current member. Okay. So we have the current member product name. Okay, dot current member. Okay, let me put it as current member dot value dot name. Okay, let me see if I put a current member dot value, what will happen. So let me go on the process it. Now let me see current member. So instead of member dot name, I have selected the current member dot value. Still, it is not able to show it here. Okay. Now let me check why this value is showing. So usually we'll do like this. Let me see what is the issue here. Okay. Let me go and see that. Just give me 1 minute. We have done the same here. Let me open another solution and let us see what is the difference I have done. Let us see what is the difference we have done there. So let me see that. Let me go for my queue. Let me go for action part. Let me go for action part. So we have created URL action. So we have created the URL action. So go to the additional properties. So dim product dot English product name dot current member. Okay, current member dot name. So current member dot name. This is what we have given there also. So dim product. So we have selected the English product name. Okay. Let me go for and see here in our project. So let me go and open our SSAS solution. We also given the same thing. So we have English product. Okay. So this is our product name. Okay. Product dot English product name. That is product name. Okay. So let me come back again. Okay. We have given we have given name only. So plus. Okay. Now let me go for our dim product. Okay, dim product. Let me click on reconnect. Go to this dim product. We have the product name. Okay, dim product name dot current number dot name. So we have gone to the inner level. So we have gone to the inner level earlier. Now we are in the top level attribute name only. Now let us see. Let me process it one more time. Okay, I have processed. Let me go to the browser and reconnect. Okay, now let me export in the analyze the data in the Excel sheet. Now let me go for sales amount and tax amount. Sales amount is there. Let me go for my product name. Okay. Now let me see whether the vendor set fountain is coming here or not. Okay, now you can see open product info plus vendor set mountain also is coming here. Okay, now if I go for HL road tail product name, now let us go on see, click on additional actions. So open product info, HL road tail is coming also. Only difference is earlier we have selected multiple levels. We have gone up to the inner level of the when we are designing the action. So we have selected dim product dot product name dot product name. So we have gone to the inner level also. Okay, you can see we have gone to the attribute level. Okay, but specifying selecting up to the attribute is more than enough. Okay, dot correct number dot name. Okay, so this is the different URL actions. Okay, one is with specifying the caption as MDX as true, and one is MDX without MDX caption. Okay, and we have one more option, one more action like we have drill through action is there, and we have a new reporting action also is there. So in tomorrow class we will see what is this two types of actions. Okay, and after this we'll go for different processing options. Okay, that's will be the end of our SSAS classes, and we'll go for deployment. Okay, thank you all. So I will send this recording. I will send both the today's and yesterday's recording. Okay, thank you. So Oliver, just give me 2 minutes. I will connect back again. Okay, I have to record this class, so I will connect it again in 2 minutes. Thank you.